So today we're going to be replacing this lamp assembly. As you guys can see, it's cracked right there. As you guys can see that crack. Before we take any of it apart, we're going to inspect the new one, make sure we got the new one and everything's ready. So this is the new replacement and it looks about the same. Here's a shot from the back. Should be a part number right there. I believe it should be that one up there. And this will be for the passenger side. So, okay. We're gonna move that aside. So we're gonna open up the hatch. So we got it open now. We're gonna go lower it a little bit, just a little bit. I'll show you guys. So basically, we're gonna take this out. Let me get some light in here. There's a cover in here that needs to come out. I'll set that on the floor probably. So I'm gonna get my tool right here, and then if I can see it. And then just pry it out like that. Kind of hard to see, but I'll show you guys here in a second. So on there, there's a 7 right there. Right there, there's a 7. That's gonna need to come out. So you just take it out. Set it aside. So now this whole back panel is gonna have to come out. I'll put you guys. So basically I'm gonna start pulling from here using one of these tools just to not scratch anything. So what I'm gonna do, go behind it, stick my hand behind it, and then pull out like that on both sides. And I'll show you guys here in a second. So I'm gonna pull it down just a little bit, and I'll show you guys why. So now you fold the rack. There should be back here. There's a clip right there that goes right there. That's why you gotta push it back. But there's a connector right here. So I'm gonna undo it real quick and show you guys how to do it. So, okay, I got it out. So basically, you gotta push. Let me move my flashlight. I got it in my mouth. Okay, so basically, this right here, you gotta push it back. This gray part right here, push it back. Once you push it back, then you can push down right here. Push down on it. And as you guys can see, that comes up like that. Once it's up, then you just pull it back, or pull it back and then it comes right out. So after that, there's more clips in there. Let me get a light. As you guys can see, there's clips right there, clips over there, and more over there. So I'm gonna take them off now, and then remove this panel right here. So there's more. And more over here. Let me sit you guys back over here, hopefully. So this side's down now. I'm gonna move you guys now this way, as you guys can see. That's singing. And there you go. And we do have another connector right here. Let me move you guys over here. About right there. I'm just gonna undo it. Let me get my light. I can't really see that connector. Okay, got it out, and then I'm gonna set this panel to the side. So basically this connector right here, it's got a tab right here, right there, and you just push down on it. Push down and then pull back. I'll get you guys a better look right there. Just squeeze it down, as you guys can see. Squeeze it down and pull back. It should come right off. So now that we have it out, we can see the inside of it. And here's the light we're gonna be replacing right here. Here's the connector for it. I'm gonna unplug it. So basically, this red tab right here needs to come back without breaking it. Okay. And there you go. So you pull back on this red tab. Let me move my flashlight. So push back on that and then squeeze the tab right there. And as you guys can see, it goes up and down, and that's gonna release it from the lamp. So from here, I'm gonna take the knot out of there and that one, and see if it'll come out. If it doesn't come out, then we're probably gonna have to remove the middle applique in the middle, the one that holds the rear view camera on this thing. So right now I'm gonna set you guys over here, pointing you there probably, and then get a 10mm. So it's gonna be 210s, and I'm gonna take them off now. Nope, never mind, 2 8s. So it's gonna be 2 8s, not 10. So there's one. And there's two. Set them to the side. And then there you go. I pushed it out. Now we're gonna move you guys again. Or I can probably grab you guys and set you over here. So here's the lamp. And this is what I was talking about. Yeah, you don't have to mess with this middle piece right here. It comes right out. You can see the hole right there for the one of the nuts, and another one over here for the studs, I guess. So now we got it out. I'm gonna move you guys over here. Grab my new one. And then before I put it in, I'm just gonna grab a paper towel and wipe it down. That way the new gasket, it's got a clean surface. And we don't have any water leaks or anything like that. Okay. Got it nice and clean. Here's our new lamp. So I'm just gonna lower it down just a little bit. And put it in. There you go, you guys heard it click. And if we come down here, let me grab my light. you guys can see a clip right there. When I pushed it out, you just push that clip in. That one. Push it in and then push on it and it will come out. It's gonna come out on you guys. So now we gotta, okay, so basically once you get it in there, you just gotta put in your 2 nuts in here, one right here, and the one up here, right here. You might have to push down on the lamp to get it to start. Oh, this one went in just fine. So, okay. So you can probably get them tight by hand. They don't need to be that tight. So here's one. So there's one. So there's, and I want to make sure this one, it is tight, so it is. So I got them both tight, and then now we're gonna plug in our connector back in. So you just basically grab it, plug it in, and then push this red tab in, back in there like that. And that's how you take it off. You push it, pull it back, and then just push on it. Push right there. And that's how it comes out. So you just push it back in, push in the tab, and that's pretty much it. So now I'm gonna just lower it down and just make sure that the lamp is even on it. Make sure your body line and everything lines up, as you guys can see, lining up just fine. No gaps or anything. And then I would just compare it to your other side, just to make sure that it looks fine. And so now that we have our light back on and we have our nuts in, it's holding it in, connectors in, everything plugged in, before we put the panel back on, we're gonna turn the lights on and make sure it works. Before you put in your panel back on, you want to make sure that it works. Make sure that your body line is flush and everything's fine, which it is. I don't see any cracks in it or anything. So we should be ready to put our panel back on. I'm going to turn off the lights and then we're going to put our panel back on. So lights are off. I'm going to move you guys over here. So I'll probably set you guys right here. I can't go any higher because my phone keeps falling off the stand. So I think that's the most I'm gonna do. And I'm gonna try and get the panel back on and show you guys. I don't know if I'll be able to show you guys because my tripod is right in the way. So I'll do my best on it. So don't forget your connectors. So the one for the light is on, and then now we're gonna put a tailgate switch connector on. Don't forget to push in your CPA on it. So there you go, we got it on. I got the front ones put in already, the ones in here. So now I'm gonna do that. So my phone keeps falling off my tripod, so I'm just gonna try to do it with one hand. So basically, you wanna line it up and then push up on it. As you guys can see, I still have more right here. I actually just like to push on them or just hit them and they go right in. So you just go around them, make sure everything's lined up and everything. Just tap on it a little bit. Make sure you don't have a big gap from here or anything, like right there. There you go, clipped in. And then just go around it, make sure everything's clipped in. Go over here, make sure everything's clipped in. There you go. And everything looks fine. So now we just gotta put in our 7 back in there. So basically I got my 7 in there. And now we just need to put in the trim piece back in there, which is this one. So basically, you just grab it, put it in here, and you're just gonna push it in, and it should stay in there. And just make sure you got everything plugged in. And then since we unplugged that, as you guys can see, the lights turned on, so that means it is plugged in. And then if you push on it, it starts coming down. But we need it come down. And basically just go over your panel, make sure all the clips are in, make sure you don't have a noise or anything loose, or no gaps in here, anything like that. Everything looks good in here. So now I'm just gonna shut it. And then basically just look at your light, make sure all the body lines are lined up and everything, that you don't have any big gaps or anything. And that's basically it. Thanks for watching.